Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unearth the hidden stories in your favorite company's financial statements. Today, we're diving into Enertopia Corporation's latest filing, and let's just say it's got a little something about, well, a special kind of H.20. Stick around to see what that means for the company. Before we jump in, if you love getting clear, no-nonsense financial insights, make sure you're subscribed. We break down these dense documents so you don't have to. And hey, if you want to chat more about this stuff or future companies, join our Discord community. The link is in the description below. So, Enertopia Corp recently dropped a current report, which is like a special bulletin telling us about major events that happen between their bigger, more regular filings. Think of it as a company announcement that needs to be shared with the public fast. This particular report is all about an update on their Oxyhydrogen technology. Now, Enertopia is a Nevada-based company, but their principal executive offices, their main hub of operations if you will, are actually in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. They're pretty upfront about their business, with their common shares trading under the ticker symbol ENR. TET, on the OTC markets. The big news here, as stated in the report, is that on the 10th of October of 2025, Enertopia put out a news release. This release gave us more information about their Oxyhydrogen technology. This is the core of what they wanted to tell the world at this moment. What we have here is essentially a transcript or a copy of that press release. It's the official announcement that details what's new with their technology. While the filing itself doesn't give us the juicy details of the press release, it points us directly to it as the source of the information. This means the entire story, the meat and potatoes of this report, is contained within that accompanying press release. This number 99.1 is how the filing refers to the press release itself. It's an exhibit, like an attachment, that's part of this official document. Think of it as the appendix where all the new, exciting, or important details are shared. So everything you want to know about this Oxyhydrogen tech update is found in Exhibit 99.1. Let's talk a little about what this means for the company and its shareholders. Enertopia Corporation's common shares are listed on the OTC markets, which is a platform for trading securities for companies that might not meet the strict listing requirements of major stock exchanges, like the NYSE or NASDAQ. Companies often trade here because they are smaller, newer, or perhaps undergoing financial restructuring. This implies that the stock may be more volatile and less liquid, meaning it might be harder to buy or sell shares quickly without affecting the price. Now, what is this Oxyhydrogen technology they are talking about? Oxyhydrogen is essentially a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen gas, often produced through electrolysis of water. When burned or reacted, it produces water, making it a potentially very clean fuel source. Companies exploring this technology are usually looking for ways to create cleaner energy, reduce emissions, or develop new industrial processes. Given the nature of this report, which is focused solely on a technology update through a press release, it's not a deep dive into financial statements like a 10Q or 10K. We don't have any numbers here to analyze directly in this 8K filing itself. The focus is entirely developmental and forward, looking centered on a specific piece of technology. This means the real financial implications, if any, would likely be discussed in their subsequent, more comprehensive financial reports, or if this technology directly leads to a material event that impacts their financials. Looking at the context here, Enertopia is sharing an update. This could mean anything from a breakthrough in their research, a successful test, a patent filing, or even a partnership. The excitement around such announcements often comes from the potential for future revenue streams or cost savings derived from the technology. For investors, the key is to understand the potential market for this technology, the competitive landscape, and the company's ability to commercialize it, without the actual press release content being directly embedded within this 8K format. We are essentially being directed to a separate announcement. This is a common practice to ensure timely disclosure of material information without cluttering the formal 8K, with too much detail that can also be found elsewhere. The fact that they are filing an 8K specifically for this suggests they believe the information in the press release is significant enough to warrant immediate public disclosure under SEC regulations. To truly assess Enertopia's direction, we would need to read that press release and understand the specifics of their Oxyhydrogen technology. Are they claiming a more efficient way to produce hydrogen, a new application for Oxyhydrogen, or perhaps an improvement in safety or cost effectiveness compared to existing methods? These are the questions that will determine the real value and impact of this announcement. On the broader scale, the push for clean energy solutions is a massive global trend. Companies that can offer innovative and viable alternatives to fossil fuels are in a strong position, but the path to commercial success is often long and challenging. There are significant hurdles, including scaling up production, meeting regulatory requirements, and competing with established energy sources. In summary, this specific 8K filing from Enertopia Corporation serves primarily as a notification that they have released new information about their Oxyhydrogen technology. The main takeaway is the disclosure of this update, with the actual substance residing in the attached press release. Now, looking at these results more broadly, Enertopia appears to be focusing its efforts on technological development in the clean energy space. The strength here lies in their engagement with a topic of significant global interest. However, the weakness based solely on this filing is the lack of concrete financial data. We cannot determine the company's current financial health or the immediate market impact of this technology update without further information. A notable risk is the inherent uncertainty in developing and commercializing new technologies. Many promising innovations fail to transition from the lab to the market successfully. An opportunity, of course, is the potential for this technology to disrupt existing energy markets if it proves to be efficient, cost-effective, and scalable. My conclusion from this filing is that Enertopia is signaling a commitment to advancing its oxyhydrogen technology. As investors or interested parties, our next step is to seek out and thoroughly review the press release they've referenced to understand the specifics of this technological update and its potential implications, both scientifically and commercially. Alright, that is our breakdown of Enertopia's latest filing. What is your take on these technology updates and what they signal for the company's future? Do you think oxyhydrogen is the next big thing in clean energy? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.